In this video, I'm going to show you the single best way to memorize all of the notes on the guitar. This has a 100% success rate. This is what I've done for myself and for students at my guitar school, and you're going to learn it right now. But before we jump into it, why would you want to learn all the notes on the fretboard? I mean, it should be obvious, but if you want to play your favorite songs and know what's going on, be able to quickly get to where you need to go, you need to know the stuff. If you want to improvise, if you want to understand guitar solos, if you want to master the guitar, if you want to play chord progressions in many areas and be able to find those chords or those scales or whatever, you need to know where things are at on the guitar. And I know there's a lot of people online that say you can learn guitar without learning any theory. That's completely ridiculous. You need to actually understand your instrument if you want to be good at it. Go figure. But yeah, that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to jump into this. And first, though, we're going to go over what people typically try to do. So if I go over here to this other page, we have all the notes on the fretboard from the 1st fret all the way up to the 15th. And what people tend to do is they either try to learn fret by fret, and it's crazy boring and it never works, or they try to go string by string. That's typically what I find people try to do. It's crazy boring, it doesn't work, and then they stop doing it because they're not getting results and it's boring. All right, but here's what we're going to do. I call this drill single note finders, and what we're going to do is we're going to find single notes. So we're going to break this down in a way, I'm just going to ease you into it. What we're going to do, though, I'm going to draw it for you, is we're going to go, let's say we start with the A note. We're going to find the A note. Whoops, I almost forgot. We got some rules for single note finders. So single note finders, I only want you playing on frets 1 through 12. So we're actually not going to do any opens, and we're not going to go past up here. We're only going to focus on this part in between. Okay. And the next rule I'll give you in just one moment. So we're going to find the A note on the 5th fret. Go and play it right here. Then we're going to go to the next A note, which is on the 5th string. This one. Boom. Then we're going to go to the A note on the 4th string. This one. And that's it. So that's going to be your next rule. And I'm going to come over here and we're going to write these rules down. Okay? And then we'll drill together. So we're only going to be on strings. Whoops. 4 through 6 and frets 1 through 12. I almost messed that up. So what's going to happen is instead of taking you across the whole fretboard, I'm only want you to do a little piece of it. So we're going to go like this. A, if you can see that. A. That's one round. You would need to go A note, and then A note, and then A note, and then back. So if I had this in some tab for you, 3, 4, 5, 6, you would essentially be going like this. You'd be going 5th fret, 12th fret, 7, 12. Now, you must go in that order. The trick to doing this, one of the tricks to doing it, is we need to, well, actually, this is why it works so well. Because every one of you is going to want to go, well, let's go here, then I'll go there. You won't actually learn the fretboard if you do it that way. The reason this works so well is because we're here, and then if I say, okay, on the next string, you're kind of like, crap, how do I get the note that I need from 0 to 100? How quickly can you find that note? And then the next note on, let's say, the next string, 0 to 100, where is it? Boom. Does that make sense? So that's why it works so well. You go from 0, being lost in the guitar, to where's the A note? Boom. And you quickly find it. And that is all you're going to do. So for the first round here, you're going to do, let me add up another little rule. And I'm going to put boom, 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 only. Naturals only. So I only want you to do notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. No sharps or flats. Okay, for starters. Does that make sense? So what we're going to do then, A, just like that. And your job is to do it 4 to 8 times before you do the next note. Only. I should probably rewrite my rules here. Now, why am I giving you these rules? Because I know how you're going to mess this up and what works. So if you do the A note 10,000 times to try to get all the notes down, it's not going to work. The secret to getting this down actually is you got to do them all. So 4 to 8 times, then you have to change notes and do the B note. And yes, you're going to feel like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not quite sure on the A. Doesn't matter. Just go ahead and do it. So if we did the A a couple times, A, boom. Now we'll do the B. B. And you may have to count and figure them out the first time. That's okay. B, B. Whoop. Okay, then you do those 4 to 8 times. Then you're off to the C notes. C, C. You get the point. Does that make sense? All right. So we're only on strings 4 through 6. In fact, let's go ahead and write this down here so we're very clear on what's happening. Strings 4 through 6. Frets 1 through 12. No open strings. Naturals only. Boom, boom, boom. And then 4 to 8 times per note only. Okay. And then my rule is if you have to look at it, meaning if you go back and watch this video and you're like, crap, what was that? And you have to go back here and look at these and count them. Every time you have to go back to the fretboard and look, +4. Right? You won't ever memorize a fretboard if you don't memorize a fretboard. Sometimes people when they go to learn this, they get a little nervous and they don't trust themselves, and then they always skip to the back of the book to cheat. Right? And then they never learn it actually. Cool. So once you can do that and you're pretty comfortable with it, then here's the next thing you can do. You can, oops, I'm making that, boom, 2 times only, and then 1 time only. That's going to be pretty tricky. So what I mean by that is, let's say 2 times you're going A. Now the B's. And then if it's only 1 time, you just do it 1 time. A, and then B, 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 across all of them. What's happening there is your brain's having to think, change gears really fast, and it's way more difficult. All right. And then you got to do the whole thing over. You got it. Strings 1 through 3. In fact, I'll do it like this. Let me rewrite this so it's clear. Of the order. Once you do all that, then your job is to repeat and go strings 1. And now we're attacking strings 1 through 3, and you must go that order. We're attacking forwards and in reverse. And then lastly, you got it. You get to do boom, boom, strings 6 to 1 to 6. And this one you're going to go, again, I'm using A, across all of them. So this drill we call the single note finders, and I broke it down for you in many different levels here, 1, 2, and 3, because I want you to succeed with this. And if you just skip to the end and try to do the 3rd level, this one over here, yes, you could do that, but it's going to take longer and you have to practice quite a bit more. Some of you can maybe handle it, but I don't want to break your desire here to learn this stuff by giving you too much to do. So just do 3 strings, 6 through 4 back to, and then 6 through 4 back to 6, then this side, and then across all of them. Okay, so that is single note finders. That is your job. Again, no sharps or flats. We're not doing that yet. If you can do all this, then okay, fine. Do the sharps, do the flats, and there you go. So I hope this helps. Now, there's obviously a lot of other things that we're going to need to be doing to learn the fretboard. It's not like you do just this one drill and then magically you can do everything. But this is like the cornerstone when I'm training someone on the fretboard to get this drill down, so then when we start doing other things, they can draw upon this knowledge. If this drill was skipped, everything just doesn't come together, and they're always just confused on the fretboard. So really drill this in. If you just practice it like 5 minutes per day for like a month, you would have this stuff down. Okay, but no cheating. If you have to look at it, +4 reps. Do them all. Don't do the A note 10,000 times thinking that then you'll finally get everything. You have to do them all to get them down, okay? Good luck. If you have any questions on this, let me know, and until next time.